Part 1. Get time. Step 1. Want to improve. If you feel like improvement is too hard, come back and watch this video in 10 years. You have to have some desire to improve before you take action. Step 2. Get rid of distractions. So things, other people, and yourself prevent you from getting work done. So for things, we have video games. So for video games, just delete the app if you want. You can take screenshots of your progress, but then just delete it. And if it's hard for you emotionally to delete something, remind yourself that taking video games from your life will help you in the long run. Your next thing is social media. Social media can benefit if you use it to learn. I only have YouTube. So the most distracting and toxic apps should be deleted. Getting rid of harmful social media should be easier if you completed step 1. Okay, so our next distraction is people. So there are some people who just waste your time. One of them are toxic friends. I don't have too much experience here. I just advise simply letting go. That means talking to them less often, sitting elsewhere at lunch, or staying home instead of going to a party, which leads me to our next type of person, party hosts. So if someone invites you to a party, say no more often. You're not missing out on that much. And no, your friends won't like you less if you decline the invite. Life is filled with sacrifices and opportunity costs. Accepting a party invite rejects using that same 3 or 4 hours to read, write, exercise, work on a hobby, or sleep early, all of which benefit your well-being. Okay, so the last thing that prevents you from getting work done is yourself. So you have fear, inertia, confusion, or shiny object syndrome. So for fear, for more creative tasks, fear could be afraid of sucking at something new or being made fun of for doing it, but that's really for more creative tasks. And to that I say, to be good at something, you must suck at it first. The next thing is inertia, or basically not being able to start. If your work is fun, this shouldn't be a problem because you can start easily because you want to do work. And if the work is boring, like schoolwork, see step 3. That'll be coming up next. Next thing is confusion. So confusion could be like not knowing how to do something. So if you're trying something new, you're not supposed to know how to do it. Like if you're starting a YouTube channel, don't watch 10 how to start a YouTube channel videos on YouTube. Watch maybe 2, and then just try and fail at making videos. You'll learn 5 times faster than just watching tutorials without taking action. Okay, last thing is also kind of more for creative tasks, but that's shiny object syndrome. And just remember to stay focused on one path, unless that path sucks, of course. And it's better to laser in on one goal than to scramble around trying to accomplish 15 and getting nowhere on each of them. Step 3, this is going to be a fun one. Speed run schoolwork. So for long-term work, when you're assigned a long-term project, where that done at least 7 days, it could be more, it could be a month or even a few months, start working on it immediately for at least 15 minutes. Work as if the deadline is 3 times closer than it actually is. So if a deadline is due in 18 days, pretend that it's due in 6. If it's due in 30 days, pretend it's due in 10. I call this the triple speed deadline. Closer deadlines force you to think about how to get that project done faster and better, and will also save you a lot of time later in the process after you finish the project. So more free time will let you get more work done fast, which will give you more free time to get more work done, which will give you more free time. So it's like a virtuous cycle of getting work done quickly, which gives you more time to get more work done quickly. This is kind of like a mini step, but step 4 is to sleep. Ensure you get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. I won't list the benefits, you already know them, but 8 or 9 hours is optimal. Make sure most of your homework is done before it's 9:30 p.m. If you're working on a project at 1 a.m., you gotta go back to step 3. Part 2, use time. So step 5, what are you gonna do with this newfound time? So we've gotten rid of our mental junk food, now we gotta replace it with fruits and vegetables. So now that you have 2 free hours, I'd use it to improve myself or do enjoyable work, which work also improves yourself. So some improvement activities include reading, learning a language, exercising, eating healthier, blocking distractions, learning some personal finance stuff, and sleeping more. All the things that you think of when you hear the term self-improvement. For me, enjoyable work is creating YouTube videos because it's a part of a larger goal of building a sizable audience, providing value to people, and potentially making money. I'll write these YouTube videos on a Friday night. You should want to do this enjoyable work. The goal is to replace these distractions with developmental actions. Step 6. Focus with the Ivy Lee method. The Ivy Lee method is a daily routine invented by Ivy Lee. I first learned about the Ivy Lee method from a James Clear article linked below. Here's how it works. Step 1. At the end of each day, write down up to 6 tasks to do tomorrow. Step 2. Prioritize the tasks by their importance. Your first task is the most crucial, and your last task is the least crucial. Step 3. The next day, work on your first task and only your first task. Don't start the next task until you finish the first task. Step 4. Move unfinished tasks to tomorrow's list. So the Ivy Lee method forces you to choose a few essential tasks to focus on each day. This works because it makes you not multitask, prioritize a few things that are essential, and it clarifies what you're going to do each day. Step 7. Wait 10 years. So this is the hardest part actually. In the short term, you're probably going to feel better and less stressed once you're saving more time. But in the long term, repeating steps 1 and 6 or maybe like 5 or 10 years will make you far better off and successful than you are right now. Good luck.